Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and welcome again to another reaction video. And in today's video, we're going to cover Prime1 Studio. They have two new statues that, in my opinion, are amazing. Everything this company does is amazing. They know how to excite collectors. They have a new Megatron statue, and they do have a new Batman statue. Let's start with Megatron. If you're a Transformers fan, if you're a fan of the show on Netflix, the War for Cybertron show, then definitely this is a must. I already talked about the previous Optimus Prime. Looks amazing. This is the companion to that. We're gonna look at the Ultimate version. They have a regular version, but the Ultimate comes with everything. The price for this is $1,849. There's no edition size yet. Now, the difference between the Ultimate and the regular is that the base is different. This one has an Omega Supreme, which is a larger base, and it has a lighter feature, and it has swap out arms. So you have 3 on the left side, 2 on the right side, and they both, regardless if it's the Ultimate or the regular, they do have lighter features. Now, I really like the show. I didn't get the chance to review the last part of the show, which is Kingdom. Prime1 has managed to really bring the quality of the show and the image of the show to life. And the best part of the show, in my opinion, was that the fact that, of course, it respects the source material. It goes back into the classic look. Of course, it's not 100% with the classic 80s look, but it does have that appeal. And I think this piece really captures that as well. And here you can see everything that comes with it. The swappable arm parts you have in the Ultimate version. So you have this one with the sword and, of course, the different positions of the arm. This is just the regular, but this one is more clenched and closer to his body. And there on this side, you have on the other side, we have the cannon. The one that is just resting on the Ultimate is just down, and the one that he's pointing at you, which is also part of the regular. And of course, we have the base that is part of the Ultimate with the Omega Supreme right there. Looking at this with the Ultimate version parts and the regular arm, I like him. You know, I really do. I think the design here is really well done. The paint job is on point. Love the damage also. The LED illumination is really well done as well on the cannon and on the eyes of Omega Supreme. Really good. And definitely the light up feature in the eyes. This is the thing that I will tell you. The light up feature is a must in this character. If they wouldn't have added this, they would have just done some type of paint, in my opinion, just to make the colors like this. If not, if it's just dark like this, it doesn't look good. The good thing is that the regular or the Ultimate version, they have light up features. So you can really benefit from it. 72 centimeters in height, so it's pretty tall. And 71 centimeters in depth, which means that it's deep, it's really large. And 55 centimeters, that's the width. I really like the symbol right there, the Decepticon symbol. Of course, it is metallic gray paint, and in many cases, when you only use one color as the main source or the main pattern, it kind of hides some of that detail. But thankfully, the painters did a fantastic job with the shading in this piece, so that way you can see a lot of those details in the metal. You know, because of course this is a resin piece, but represents metal. And it looks really good. I think they did a fantastic job. I will tell you that XM Studios is a company that does fantastic metallic paints. But I will tell you, Prime1 Studio is not as slouch on that department. They do fantastic job as well. I'm telling you, I do like the light up feature on this piece. It looks fantastic. I think it enhances the way they're doing this character. And this is a must in my opinion. Sometimes, you know, I know that most collectors would say that they don't like light up features. A lot of collectors, particularly old collectors, because, you know, light up features can be gimmicky. They, after a while, the power, you know, goes out. You cannot change batteries in some cases, so it's just a dead thing in there. And you know, the sad part is when you have something that is not working properly, then people get frustrated and discouraged about the piece. Also, that takes away some of the value. But I'm telling you, I think the light up feature on this really works well, and right next to Optimus, and Optimus also is a fantastic piece, but Megatron looks more imposing the way he's stationed there. He even looks taller than Optimus. But if you have watched the show, you know that Megatron is taller than Optimus on the show. So I think they did a fantastic job with it. They look fantastic. Too bad that the way they're positioned in some ways doesn't look like they can match together. The position on this side, for example, the way you have to display him, technically he's going to be giving you the back. If you have this display in front of you, Megatron, and then you have Optimus on this side, then you're not going to be looking at the front of Optimus. You're going to be looking at his back. So I think that that's the only thing that I'm not keen about the way they display it, as I can show you right here. If you're displaying it this way in front of you, you're looking at Megatron, then you're looking at the back of Optimus. You can make it work in your display, but it doesn't mean that it's going to look appealing you know, on the way that, you know, because the other way would be just to position Optimus on the other side so you can look at the front, but then you'll be looking at the back of Megatron. So I think that that's perhaps the only thing that I'm going to nitpick here. Besides all of that, I feel that they have done a fantastic job with this piece. It's excellent in every way. The only thing, of course, is the concept of the display when they match the two pieces together. But besides that, I think it is fantastic. Alright guys, now we're looking at the Batman Sonar suit bonus version from Batman Forever. The price for this one is $1,399. There's no edition size yet. Alright, now we're looking at the pictures, and I'm telling you, I really like this version more than the first version that they released a few months back. I think this is better because the style, of course, the design, all of that, I really like it. Even the way he is, it's a simple museum pose. The other one, he had the more of the Morgan knee. It is a good piece. I'm not saying that that one is bad, but this one really looks good. Of course, it's just because of the design, because of the way it shines. Of course, it's based in the film of this particular suit. So I think they did a fantastic job. And if you have to choose between that, the other one, and this one, I will definitely, if you only have the space and the money for one, I will go for this one over the other one. Of course, some people are completionists. They're gonna have both, but I definitely only have the money and the space for one. I will go for this one. I really like the detail you can see in the face. Even though you don't have an unmasked portrait, you can see Val Kilmer there. So that's really good. They did a fantastic job on it. Look at that. Definitely, I like the suit. It's really good. And it's very close to the other one, but there's a lot of differences in the design. And definitely with the paint job and, of course, the lighting that they use here, the silver looks really shiny. At the same time, you have to be very careful because I would say that this will be very light if you have a lot of LEDs on top of it and not in a dark room. I see a lot of people always complaining about a lot of things in statues, and a lot of it has to do with the way they're displaying the stuff. And of course, when you see something in these pictures, because of the quality of the pictures, the way they display them, the lighting, all of that, they look in a different way. So when they come to you, they're totally different. The look is different, even the colors look different. So you always have to keep that in mind, that lighting is so important to enhance the view and the display options in your collection. Now here, this is the bonus part, the swappable Sonar Batarang. I love the texture right there in his gloves. They feel like leather. At least they look like leather. And the base is a bit different than the other one. I like it. It's 95 centimeters in height, so it's really tall. For 5 centimeters more, you have a meter, so it's really tall. But then again, this is a 1/3 scale statue. Really love the stand and that simple museum pose. It enhances the way it is. It's a simple museum pose, but it's really well done. Love that. And again, like I was telling you, how shiny it is. It looks really good on the proper lighting. And as you can see, that's what they did here. The backdrop is black, and they have some lighting, just a few LEDs on top of that, just to enhance the view. So I think that's what you're gonna need to do in your collection if you want to enhance the view of this one. If not, it's going to look almost white. I'm telling you, I can see that already. It's gonna look, you know, not silver. It's gonna look silver, but not in the most pleasant way. So, you know, it's important to have a good display and good lighting there. Here you can see with the swappable head parts, you have this one with the eyes like this one, but the one with the lights looks good. I think it's a good option. You know, it's really good. This is a nice piece. You know, there's no reason to say that it's bad. I'm not going to complain about this. I'm not going to complain about the cape. Here you can see it with Robin. Like I was telling you, this is going to be the better piece to showcase with Robin, in my opinion. And that Robin is good. I already talked about it too. It looks really, really good. And here you have more pictures, more different angles. Really looks good. You know, the shadows that they did with this one, they understood when they were taking the pictures here that they needed good lighting just to have the effects. And they did a fantastic job. That's just one thing that Prime1 Studio does well. They make these pieces more appealing than what they really are in person. They're beautiful in person, but they're more appealing with these pictures. Right next to Robin, really good. This is the way you need to get this. And again, this is the one to go for instead of the other one. Yes, you can go for the other one. You want to have that, but you only need space for one. You only need one Batman in that setup. Then this is the one to go for the Batman Forever setup. And right here in the back, you can see the gadget wall, which is amazing too. There's another addition. I think this is something also that needs to go with that collection. This Batman Forever collection is growing good. They're doing good with it. They're fantastic pieces. They're not for everyone. Batman Forever, I remember when I went to watch, I was young, I was a teenager. I went to the movie theater, and you know, it was okay. It's not the greatest film of all time, but not the best Batman film, but it was good for the time. It was definitely in the vibe of the 90s, and it has that craziness, and the characters were, interesting, and it was a good movie for the time. That's what it was. But when you try to compare this movie to the other movies, because people always try to make those comparisons, it's hard to really make that comparison, because this is just what it was. It was a 90s era, so films were over the top, and this movie was over the top. But it gathered a lot of fans, because people loved the style. They did, and to me, that was an entertaining film back then. A really entertaining film for the times, and still is in some ways. I think Prime1 Studio is up to something good for 2022. I think this company started on a really nice and really high note with a lot of the pieces. But I think that they're gonna continue producing more stuff, and that is good. I'm really looking forward to see what is new. A lot of the stuff that was showcased last year that hasn't come out for pre-order yet, we're waiting on those things. But also there's a lot of new stuff, and the questions are there. It's like, what is it that Prime1 Studio is going to do this year? What is it new? How are they gonna blow our minds this year? And I think that they have the power to do it. There's a lot of potential here. So what is your opinion, my friends? What do you think about the pieces that we covered today? What do you think about the new Batman Forever statue? What do you think about Megatron? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of every video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And also consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care. I will talk to you again. Bye-bye. When we get it to you.